If you are new to DIY, buy these tools. If you're a seasoned DIYer, you should already own these tools. Almost every structure that you see at some point in time, this tool was on that site. Today, I'm going to show you some trade secrets, and I'm going to show you what this simple triangle is capable of doing. Angles are difficult to find at times, and you can spend a lot of wasted production time trying to find the right specific angle. Don't worry, I've been there too. Did you know you can use two speed squares together to quickly measure and transfer an unknown corner angle, especially a wide or obtuse angle greater than 90 degrees? By locking the two squares flat into a corner, you establish a 90-degree baseline and add the overlapping degree reading till you find the total angle. In that case, by adding 45 with 90 degrees, you get 135-degree angle. If you've ever had to draw a circle for a cutout and you need a perfect circle, by using the corner of the speed square and a pencil, it makes a perfect circle every time. First, set the radius. Place the speed square's pivot point on the center dot. Align the square straight edge with your desired radius measurement. Drive a small nail or screw securely into the center dot, passing it through the square's pivot notch to lock it in place. Place your pencil tip into the scribe notch and edge marking that matches your radius. Hold the pencil firmly against the square and smoothly rotate the speed square 360 degrees around the pivot nail to draw the circle. What if you don't have a chalk box ready? Or what if you don't own a chalk box and you want to make the perfect line? You probably need a 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch or maybe even 3/4. This one is my favorite. If you don't have a chalk box and you need to draw a perfect line, take the edge of your square, press down firmly on your mark, and you can make a straight line going all the way down the piece that you're trying to cut. You can do it from a 1/2 inch all the way up to 3 inches. Now this works best off of a factory edge, but you can still use this off of a cut piece if you need to take off an additional 1/2 inch or another inch. This is a combination square. The best part about this is you're able to take this off and it becomes a ruler and it has a perfect 90 and 45-degree angle. How about gauging depth or having a smaller ruler for tight spaces? Carpenters have used this for a very long time. This can be good for setting depth consistently so that there are no variations in your cuts and everything matches up perfectly. The way it works is you loosen the locking nut and set the blade to your required measurement using the scale on the ruler. Place the pencil tip at the end of the ruler, press the head firmly against the side of the board and slide the whole tool going down the edge. This scribes a line perfectly parallel to the edge. Along with the combination square and setting depths, this router will make the perfect cut that you need. A lot of custom woodworks you see, cabinet makings, nice fancy railings, and creative carvings, it begins with this router doing all the plunging into the wood. Have you ever made a cut using a circle saw on a finished piece of wood, maybe a countertop or some plywood that was the finished product? This might be ordinary painter's tape to you, but this is the most underrated material you probably have in your hand right now while watching this video. Painter's tape is a carpenter's best friend for making clean cuts without leaving burrs, whiskers, fuzz, or splinters. By simply placing painter tape over the piece you're cutting, you can eliminate accidentally chipping a fine piece of board that may be the finished exposed part of the wood. This will eliminate having to go back with wood putty and having to do extra sanding. Think about the homes, schools, restaurants, and buildings that you walk into every single day. Every perfectly straight wall, every tight miter joint, every level cabinet, and every flawless installed trim started with someone who knew how to use the right tools. Now those tools didn't replace skills, but they helped create it. The best part is you don't have to wait years to start building like a pro. The tools we covered today can immediately improve the quality of your work. They'll help you make cleaner cuts, more accurate layouts, tighter fits, and the project you'll actually be proud to show off. Whether you're building a shelf, remodeling a room, or tackling your first woodworking project, these tools can take your work from looking like a beginner's attempt to something that looks professionally finished. Every experienced carpenter was once a beginner learning one new skill at a time. So don't get discouraged if your first project isn't perfect. Focus on learning the process, investing in the tools that make the biggest difference, and keep practicing. Before long, you'll be surprised at just how far you've come. And if you want to keep improving your skills, be sure to subscribe because every week I'm sharing practical tips, tool reviews, and techniques that help you build smarter, work faster, and get professional results without spending a fortune. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next project.